Shalom Yashala. I'm gonna start this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us will well and will well, to the Akwakodash, and salutation to Akim that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. To at the four corners of the earth, and much respect unto the elect and the full elect, sons and daughters of Yashala, that step in the way of righteousness in the name of Yahweh, Wa Yahushua Mashiach. Shalom, 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 shalom. To this lesson, it's about brethren. It's important to see eye to eye, to sing the same song, right? To be of the same mindset, and for us to gather together and to teach the same doctrine. Because, at the end of the day, it's to the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. We're gonna come together, okay? Because we don't want the ministry to be blamed, okay? Because a lot of men that claim to be in the ministry, okay? They hate the true prophet, they hate the true teachers, they hate the apostles of Great Millstone, right? Because of what they teach, of the truth that they teach, man. Because the more that the doctrine can be aligned together, it's better, brethren, okay? So I'm talking to brothers that's in the fold, okay? That follow after the doctrine of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai to the Holy Spirit, okay? That GMS teach, right? The elders and apostles of Great Millstone teach, right? And those like them, okay, that teach the same thing, okay? That we're in the last days, we have to be more mindful of what we speak, okay? And that's why we have to listen to the elders and the apostles, man, and the Akim that doing this work in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the earth. Because that the time that's coming, because let's get Romans, right? Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Okay? Let's get that Romans 13, verse 11, right? Romans 13, let's start 10. Love work no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is fulfilling the law. Remember, brethren, okay? When you speak of the truth, speak at the oracle of the Most High, okay? Love work no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. And once you love your brethren, right, you will teach the same thing. And you're going to fulfill the law of the Most High, Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. And you're going to do according to the way of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe, nearer than when we believe, okay? Why? We speak the same thing. The salvation is coming. That is us seeing eye to eye. That's why we're going to inherit the kingdom of the come, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh, Wa Yahushua Mashiach. Tonight the fire spent, the days at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. It's time for us to cast away of darkness, man, of all evil, to purge out the evil within us. And let us put in the armor of light. Let us put on the righteousness of the Most High, Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, so we can be protected and be saved. Let us walk honestly in the day, not in rioting or drunkenness, not in chambering or wantonness, not in strife or envying, okay? There's supposed to be no strife, no envy among brothers, man. But put ye in Yahweh power, put ye in the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. When you come to this truth, put off the lust, man. Okay? The way of the flesh cannot overcome the work of the spirit. Okay? And that's why when you go to Proverbs, right? 4, let's start at 1. Ye children, the instruction of your father, and I tend to know understanding. Hey, the Father is the Most High Yahweh power by Hashem is the Father, and Yahweh is the Father also, man. Okay? For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. Okay? As you can see, as we say, you know the law is not gonna save you. But if you don't forsake the law, hey, the law gonna guide you because the law is the lamp at the end of the day. Okay? But if you keep harboring the law, and Yahweh is not there, the Most High gonna destroy you, man. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandment and live. As you can see, you have to retain the word of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Okay? You have to keep the commandment and for you to live. Okay? That's why we're gonna move to inherit the kingdom to come. By keeping the commandment of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai and have faith in Mashiach Yahushai. Okay? To the best of our ability. Because hey, we live in a wicked world. And we have to sing the same song. We have to sing the same song, man. You have to sing the song of Moses. Alright? And let's go to 2 Corinthians 6 verse 3. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 1. We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that you receive not the grace of God in vain. Because remember, the thing that the truth that was given to us is a grace, it's a mercy. Because not everybody got this truth, man. Not everybody can embolden in this truth, man. For he said, I have heard thee in time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Okay, it's all about salvation again. That we have to speak the same thing again. We have to believe in the same thing. We have to see eye to eye because salvation come to that, man. Now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Okay? Once you're in the truth, just remember, all those times is the day of salvation. Everything that you do, it's the day of salvation. Everything that you do in righteousness is the day of salvation, man. Give no offense in anything, that the ministry be not be blamed. See? Try to not do anything. Try to do any wicked things and no offense, that the ministry may not be blamed. In all things are proving ourselves as the ministry of God, and much patience and affliction and necessities and distress and stripes and imprisonment and tumults and labor and watching and fasting, but pureness by knowledge, by long suffering, by kindness, by the Holy Spirit, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of the Most High Yahweh, by the armor of righteousness in the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true. Okay? As you can see, a lot of wicked things gonna happen. Okay? A lot of evil things gonna happen. Bad things gonna happen to you. Okay? You're gonna be in prison for this truth. You're gonna be killed for this truth. But hey, make sure that the ministry not be blaming this thing. But in all things, you have to be by doing the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. You're gonna approve as the minister of God, man. No matter what happened, suffering, affliction, and necessities and distress. Hey, the Messiah is the one that gonna give you more faith, more trust, more hope, man. And it's gonna be a good example to the brothers. Okay? At the end of the day. Okay? And let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 52 verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garment, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more be coming unto thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Okay? A lot of times, hey, you have to have a clean heart, man. And your heart have to be circumcised, man. Okay? To the word of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Okay? To the Wakwakodash. Okay, yeah, you have to circumcision of the flesh, right? That you have to do according to law, after 8 days. But Abraham was done it in like when he was like 90 years old or 75 years old. Hey, but they also the spiritual side of it, man. Okay, you have to be circumcised, right? To the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yashab. The word the Lord say, Yahushua said, men don't live by bread alone, but by every word that proceed out the mouth of the Most High. Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Okay, if you don't know the truth, man, you call this thing you got bands in your neck, man. You got I call this thing. You got a yoke in your neck, man. O captive daughter of Zion, for thus said Yahweh power, you have sold yourself to the nations, right? For not, and you shall be redeemed without money. Remember, the word of the Lord is still not gonna redeem us. Yahushua is still not gonna redeem us because it's the word of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua. Okay, let's go to verse 8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye when Yahweh power shall bring against Zion. Again, you have to see it start today, man. Okay, because the lesson, the school, okay, is today. Okay, you have to every time when you're in the truth, you keeping the commandments, statutes, the Most High, and keeping the word of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua, and keeping the faith of Mashiach Yahushua. You remember, you're still in school, man. You're still learning those things, and that's when you start seeing eye to eye. Okay, and that's when you know you're gonna be saved. Break forth into joy, sing together. Okay, again, you have to sing together, man. How are you gonna sing together if you don't know the song? If you never read the song? Okay? Ye waste place of Jerusalem, for Yahweh power have comforted these people, you have redeemed Jerusalem. After Moses comforted these people, by the prophecy, by the word that we have written before times for our learning. Okay? That's why we have to teach the brethren, okay? Or the brethren, okay? Including the sisters too, man, okay? And the young children, okay? That we sing the same song. Okay? The Lord hath made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our power. The end of the earth gonna see the salvation of our power, which is the salvation of Yahshua, man. That Yahushua, that the Lord gonna send Yahushua to bring unto us, man, to save us from the hand of our enemies. Okay. And let's go back to show you like, to singing this song, man, right? Let's go to Revelation 15, verse 3. Revelation 15, verse 3. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and they sing the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Yahweh power, Almighty, just and truth are thy ways, the King of saints. Okay, see, at the end of the day, you see the elect are singing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, which is Yahushua, the song of Yahushua, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power, Yahweh, just Almighty, just and truth are thy ways, the King of saints. See, what was the song of Moses? If you go to Exodus, right? 15. This is 15 verse 3. Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh chariot and his hosts. Okay, and his hosts have to cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drawn in the sea. Because the same that happened to back into ancient Egypt gonna happen to this Sodom Egypt today, which is Babylon. Okay, the same song that was sing back then gonna be sing in the coming future, man. And it's being sing today too, because we go into prophecy and tell what the prophecy said. So we're singing the same song. Okay, let's go to Zephaniah. Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation that desire. Remember, us being in the truth, We're not desired by our own people, man. We're not desired by the other nations, man. They look at us as bums, as a bunch of worthless bum, man. Okay, like it's a game unto the other nation, man. We're not desired. If you're in this truth, remember those other nations don't desire you, man. Okay, they want to exclude you of everything, but that's a good thing because you're supposed to be holy on this thing, right? Then those nations, the wicked people of this earth, even of our own nation, they're not gonna desire the way of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Verse 2, before the day could burn forth, before the day pass as a shaft, before the fierce anger of Yahweh power come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. At the end of the day, you better gather ourselves into the same mindset, okay? Because the Lord gonna bring judgment upon this earth. You don't want to be caught up there, man, without having the truth of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, without having the same mindset as your brethren in this thing, man. Okay? Before the fierce anger of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, you don't want to be caught in the middle of this thing, man. Because the Lord gonna put you, gonna test you on those times, man. And now the Lord gonna test you now. The Lord gonna put you to suffering, man. The Lord gonna put you to the fire to see if you got it, if you're gonna abandon shit, man. Verse 3, seek ye the Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment, seek righteousness, seek meekness, and it may be surely be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. Hey, once you're in the mindset, the true mindset of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, you're gonna hate yourself. The Lord gonna hate you from the coming judgment that gonna bring upon this earth. Fierce judgment that gonna upon this earth. Okay, destruction coming to the nations, man. You're gonna be saved, even though some of us gonna die in this truth. Hey, man. Hey, the Lord gonna resurrected us, man. Okay, with a better body. And we're gonna be forever with Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, let's go to Romans. Romans 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, okay, by the mercies of the Messiah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Messiah Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. At the end of the day, you have to present yourself as a living sacrifice out here, okay? A lot of men that claim to be in the truth are scared to go on the highways and byways, man. Are scared to be seen by men. Are scared, I fear to declare the name of Yahweh, Yahushua Mashiach. But remember, the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear out here, man. Okay? You have to be holy, you have to be separate and acceptable unto the eyes of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. And that's your reasonable service. But brethren, again, we have to teach the same thing. Because that's a reasonable service that the Lord requires. And be not conformed to this world. Okay? Don't ever conform to this world that you live in. Don't ever trim your ways to seek their love, man. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove that what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. At the end of the day, we have to do the will of the Most High, Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua, according to his words. Okay? For I say, to the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to be think soberly, according as the Messiah Yahweh have dealt to every man the measure of faith. At the end of the day, the Messiah, man, I have to give you a great deal of faith, man. A measure of faith that the Messiah have given to you, man. And don't think you're more important than this truth. Then don't think you're more important than the deduction of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Because a lot of times, brother, I'm speaking to myself. You have to catch yourself. You have to catch yourself that you don't be too proud out here. You don't think you're mighty in what you are. Be humble. Have meekness and humility in this thing, man. Have integrity. For I say, to the grace given unto me, let's say for as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. Okay, remember, brothers. Okay, we all don't have the same office. Some of us are good at things, at other things. Okay, do well in that. If your brother is good at something else, don't look down on him. That's why we have to sing the same thing, speak the same thing, see eye to eye in this thing. Seeing eye to eye doesn't mean we're doing the same thing, man. We got the same office. It's like when you come to this truth, okay? Be acceptable. Make sure that it's acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Just because the brother doesn't know more scripture than you, okay, doesn't mean it's not in the truth. Doesn't mean it's not doing according to the will of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, because the Lord give everyone the measure of faith. The Lord give everybody the measure of talent. So we, being many and one of our one body and Mashiach Yahushai, and everyone one members and one of another, having then gift differing according to the grace that is given to us, as I can see, the Lord give us different gift, man. Not everybody gonna be the same out here. Not everybody gonna act the same. Okay? But you have to believe the same, man. Your faith has to be the same, actually, man, you know? When I say the same, it doesn't mean like some people are gonna have more faith. Yes, some people are gonna have more faith than someone else, man. Someone else is gonna have more knowledge than someone else. Okay? But we may not act the same. Okay? The Bible says, better is the trustworthiness of a man than the courteous woman. Some men may appear to be wood out here, but that doesn't mean it's not the man of the Most High Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. No, that's not it at all. Some might look calm and make up there. Doesn't mean it's not a man of the Most High. Someone might be angry. Doesn't mean it's not a man of the Most High, because the Bible says, "Be angry and sin not." Because there's things that's happening in this world that we see in our daily life. Those things gonna make us angry. Doesn't matter how calm you are, man. You're gonna be angry at things you see, man. And let times you see, you shake your head. But people cope differently with things that they see, man. Verse 6, okay? Having then give different according to the grace that is given unto us, which where the prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, okay? Some men are better at prophecy than others, man. Some men are better at deciphering the scriptures better than the other men. Some men are better at words, okay? Speaking the way they speak better than other men. Like Moses. Moses was a good speaker. Aaron was. But Moses was the man of the Most High Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Aaron was a man of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. David was a man of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. But they all got different offices out here, man. Our ministry, let us wait on our ministering, and he that teach and on teaching. If you're a good teacher, you teach. If you're good at prophesying, you prophesy. If you're good at giving give arm, man. Okay. If you're good at making garment, that's give to the brothers, do that too, man. If you're good at giving advice, give that too, man. Verse 8, he that exalted and exaltation, he that give let him do it with simplicity. He that will with diligence, he that shew mercy with cheerfulness. Hey, your gift are to give mercy. Your gift are to reason with men. That's okay too. Your gift are to exhort. But we give a lesson until it isn't exhorted, man. Okay? Be edified. If it can be edified, edify. Verse 9, let love be without dissimulation, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love, and honor, preferring one another, not slothfully in business, fervent in spirit, serving Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Okay? Let's go to bless them which persecuted you, bless and curse them not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Verse 16, be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not, okay? Be of the same mind one toward another, man. Be in the same mindset. Okay? That's what the Lord looking for, the mindset. Okay? Did you meditate in the scriptures, man? Do you seek the way of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai? Like the Lord brothers do. Okay? Mind not high things, but condensing to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceit. Don't be conceited out here, man. Okay, a lot of men, they're wise to do evil out here. Be wise to do good, man, out here. Okay? Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. Make sure when you're in this truth, you're honest in this thing, man. Okay? And I call this thing, be disciplined in this thing. I tell you, have disciples out here. Okay, be disciplined in this thing. A lot of men, it's a witness too. Men say, oh yeah, and everything that you do, make sure you're consistent in these things, man. That's a gift too. You're consistent in what you do. Okay? Be like, say, yo, man, I see you guys every Saturday for like 3-4 years straight. Man, hey, that's a witness for you, man. The Lord say, man, they see you up there, man. Be consistent out here. And if it be possible, as much as lie in you, live peaceable with all men. Okay? If possible, live peaceful with all men. You have to seek to live peaceful with all men out here, especially your brethren out here. Okay? That of the same mindset. Okay? Let's go to Hebrews, man. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for therefore thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Okay, hey, when you let brotherly love continue out here, okay, a lot of things can happen. You can entertain strangers out here. You might go someplace and talking to a man, strangers out here, man, hey, giving this truth, man, make him a happy man. And then by, hey, maybe be talking to angels out here. Because when you go in the highways and when you go in the streets out here, man, hey, you have to treat men with kindness out here. If possible. Because they have some demons out here. You ain't gonna treat them with kindness, man. The way they look at you, the way they act towards you, man. The demons out there. Okay? You have to remember that. Remember them that are in bonds as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity as bound yourself as into the body. Remember, men gonna suffer adversity out here. Especially men in this truth gonna suffer adversity out here. Hey, you have to be in the same mindset, man. Hey, that you're suffering too, man. And that's the truth of the matter. That's the mindset you have to be in, man. Let's get the last scripture real quick. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. 1 Peter 4 verse 1. For as much then as Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. Again, you have to arm ourselves with the same mind. Okay, that we're gonna suffer in this thing. That we got to prophesy. That we have to be teachers out here. You have to teach those things to our people. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. We're still in the flesh. We're gonna suffer in the flesh, man. But we cannot let the flesh take over, man. Because the spirit have to rule over the flesh. That he no longer should live the rest of his life, the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God. You have to put the suffering that you suffer to the will of the Most High. That is the Most High that accept whatever happened to you. It's the will of Yahweh Power by Hashem Yahushai, whether good or bad. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have worked the will of the Gentiles when we walk in lasciviousness, okay, lust, excess of wine, reveling, banqueting, and abominable and adulteries. Remember, like when we were among the Gentiles, we're doing the things of the flesh, we're doing all those wicked things, man. But now that we're in this truth, we should try to do the will of Yahweh Power by Hashem Yahushai to the best of your ability, according to the spirit, according to Wakwakodash of Yahweh Power by Hashem Yahushai. Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them the same excess of riot, speaking of evil of you. I'm telling you, a guy can say, hey man, hey, we're friends out here. We don't do the same thing no more. No. Because everything that I used to do in the past, and my life is drinking, it's talking about women all the time, talking about sport all the time. Those things are vain, man. And everybody hanging out with the smokers, drinkers, that's all they do, all day long, man. Nothing but to talk of this world they're talking about, to think of the flesh they're talking about, man. Not one time the Most High entered their mouth, man. You cannot be running with those evil, man, with those kind of people in this world anymore, man. You have to separate yourself. You have to be holy out here, man. A lot of times, hey, those things break your heart, but hey, you have to keep far away from them, man. Verse 5. Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? Hey, who are you gonna give account for the things that you have done in the flesh out here, man? Whether good or bad, or evil? Because the Lord see everything, man. The Lord gonna know that you went to the flesh. You went to the lust of the flesh, man. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the God and the Spirit. You have to live according to God and the Spirit, man. To the Spirit, Yahweh power, to the Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. Okay, you have to keep the flesh away, man. You have to keep the lust of the flesh away. But the end of all things at hand, be therefore sober and watch unto prayer, man. Blooders, man, brethren. Hey, we have to watch unto prayers out here. You have to be sober-minded, man. Okay? You have to keep away from folly. There's a lot of folly in Israel. When I'm saying men that are clean to be in the truth, there's a lot of folly out here. Even among the brothers out here, there's a lot of folly out here. You have to keep away from those wicked times, man. From those evil times that's coming, man. Put on the helmet of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. And with that, I hope you brothers and sisters was edified. And I'm going to close this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Ukakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and will well, to the Ukakodash, and salutation to Akim, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.